Another day in the life of average Aboriginal. I'm LostPhoenixWolf and welcome to my channel. Today is now March 10th. Today is a nice new day. As you can see, my voice is not really that scratchy right now. I don't know. I'm not going to try to. Well, probably more I talk, the more you'll probably hear it anyway. Well, I'm doing this video log at 7 in the morning right now because in a couple hours I should be heading to the reserve. I don't know why it's so early to be picked up, but I mean, my cousin likes to do early things, I guess, get the day done, or started. Sorry, get the day started, so that not at the end of the day, not scrambling to get stuff done. I don't know, but anyway, I'm going to be getting a ride with her, and there's possible chance that like what day is the 10th right now? I didn't even look up on that. Like what's actual day here? Well, it's a Thursday, so maybe she's not picking up her. Maybe she's picking up her grandkids, or sorry, her kids and grandkids, because I'm not too sure when the March break started or how long it's going to be. This should be March break time right now. I don't even remember how long it is. I mean, sometimes I don't know if it's a week or 2 weeks. If it's starting the 3rd, the 5th, the 7th, I don't know. But if it started on the 3rd, maybe today's the last day for the March break. But no, it is Thursday, so I don't see them going to school tomorrow, and then have the weekend. So maybe she most likely be picking them up, and then we're going to the reserve. I got my stuff packed up. I got my duffel bag and my backpack right there. So yeah, I got things ready for the trip, and I always feel like I'm forgetting something, and making sure I got everything that I need and not have to worry about the other end, like, oh, I forgot this or I forgot that. And sometimes it's always the thing I had that feeling that I forget something. So when I get there, I most likely have the spare room. It should be set up for me. I mean, not really set up, but should be set for me to set shop. And it's the old queen size bed. The mattress is softer than mine. I mean, I have some good sleeps on there, but the pillow's like it's kind of rough pillow. So I just put the pillow against the wall, and then fold up a blanket thing and put that across, kind of like my body pillow that's behind me. And I make sure I have my camera, and the battery and charger. Well, the battery does go in the camera. I mean, that's the only battery I have right now. And I'm gonna get different video logs up. I'm gonna be gone. I'm gonna be gone for about maybe 5 days, maybe up to 10 days. So all depends. I might go to my dad's and then go to my cousin's, but most likely be just going to my dad's. It's about 5 to 10 days anyway. Let's see. Cousin was going by, so sometimes I want to know that I'm doing video long stuff. So yeah, I had the bed set up and then see what's going on, and probably by that time, see what's going on in the grounds, see my dad's, growing in kind of veggies. So there could be a bunch of things I could be doing there. Maybe cleaning up the yard, cutting grass, maybe some cutting limbs on the trees. All depends on how the weather is. It's probably going to most likely be raining when I'm out there. There could be some stuff around the house. Sometimes my dad used me to move some stuff around in the basement. He's got so much stuff down there. I mean, he could have a big auction if he wanted to. So much old stuff and stuff that he's not going to be using for a while, and it's just a big clutter. There's a lot of stuff. I mean, he probably could be in the trailer if it's warm enough. It stays warm enough. He could be in the trailer carving. He does the rattles. He does the drums. Does the false faces. He does the peace pipes. the warhammers, the tomahawks, and sometimes if certain things like toy box for one cousin that he did. And if anybody asks, he does the little tiny turtle rattles. He does those, or turtle rattle earrings, or necklaces. And there's even an odd time he would be doing the little carvings of wolves or eagles or bears or whatever he can do. He can do like a lot of different carvings. He's doing a lot of carvings ever since he was, I don't know, maybe a teenager or something like that. I guess his dad was carving, and his great grandfather, or I mean his grandfather, or his dad was carving. I don't know. I know that. Want to be able to do something. I got a text from the neighbor boy, and I'm trying to just get this video log done. I had to cut it because I talked to my cousin. Not sure after that. Now I kind of lost my train of thought. So I wanted to be a part of whatever my dad wants to do. You know, just kind of things. You know, to spend that time with him. But, you know, probably not be just today. It could be, you know, next day, because, you know, his birthday is, you know, he's going on. I'm not too sure what to say on that more. Probably had to set up for a party, and maybe I had to help out with cake, or I don't have any money to, you know, put towards a party or kind of gifting like that. I mean, I can barely get my butt there. You know, I should have more money next month, but, you know, just you know, just finally got kind of boils last month, and, you know, still trying hard to keep that money saved for the computer, because that's what I want to do. Well, that's what it needs to be done, because it's crapped out at least once a week. The Ethernet card's crapped out at least once a week. Trying to think of what else might be happening over there. You know, even there's that old beach cruiser that I fixed last year. I mean, they're probably really rusty now if it's still sitting outside. I had to oil the crap out of there and get the kinks out of the chain, and then maybe go for a bike ride with that. But it all depends if those tires actually stay up, and if it actually, you know, moves. You know, that crank could be seized, you know, maybe, I don't know, there's going to be something wrong with it. So, trying to, you know, trying to get this video log finished, and a text message coming in, and, you know, I had my cousin now had to cut this thing because he kept calling, so I cut it, and, you know, I want to get it, you know, get this video log done before I have to, you know, head out of town. And I'm like, I can't go to his house now because, you know, today is the day, you know, heading out to the thing. And the neighbor boy has texted me early because something new anyway, and he wants to go for a walk. Someone did. He goes, he's awake, he's bored, but I just have to let him know that I'm going to do my own thing right now, and, you know, he's gonna have to wait till another time, I guess. I don't know, I've lost my train of thought and things. I mean, I had a good flow of things, and then I got, you know, my cousin, and, you know, called me, and texting, and got the cat meowing at me, and I took a little bit of time off of that, and trying to get this done, you know, out there and for the viewers before I head out of town. So I'm pretty sure I got everything that I need. There's, you know, some freezer stuff I'm gonna bring my dad's, like bologna and ham, meatballs, and that's really about it. You know, the meatballs will help out the spaghetti. You know, bologna's good for when I have sandwiches, and ham, you know, for sandwiches, you know, probably gonna be there only for like 5 or 7 days. I don't know. Like 5 to 7 days anyway. You know, you might even, if the, you know, the weather is still good like it is now, it could be, I don't know, raining later, I don't know. It's still early in the morning to actually see that. So, you know, I might be going out to, you know, down the creek area to go do some fishing. Try it because it's early in the spring, and maybe there's actually some fish. When I tried it in the summertime, there's like no bites at all. And sometimes my dad said he was just leaving it down there for like 2 weeks to a month down there, and there's no bites at all. And we tried various things. We tried, the worm. We tried the corn, a dough ball. I mean, that eventually just falls off anyway because of the way the water's not really flowing that much. But the fish will just nibble on that, and then it'll fall off, and then it'll nibble out the ball, and oh yeah, it's good cracking. So something that I could be doing, fishing. I want to get some fishing doing. Not the fish to eat, but I mean, I wish I could eat it, but I'm not eating anything off that creek because down the waters there's people that used to take cars and steal cars. I might just say it. People steal cars and hide in their bush, and it annoys the crap out of us. And there's a time that they thought they could go down the hill and go across the creek, and the creek broke apart, and this damn truck has been sitting in the water. So all the oil and gas and whatever is coming off of that truck is coming down the creek. I mean, that's probably what's stopping the fish from flowing, or polluted the water so much that the fish won't even come around now, and the truck needs to be pulled out of there. I mean, it was supposed to be pulled out of last year. I don't know if there is, but I don't know. There's so much junk in that creek. I'm surprised there'd be any fish or turtles or anything like that. The way man has done it today. They have destroyed different resources, and who's to say that if you actually be able to fish and enjoy the nature that it is right now. Like I just recently overheard that the rhinos are now extinct because people have killed off the rhino just for their stupid horn, or the different meat or bone, or I don't know what it is. But anyway, when I'm going to be heading out of here soon, I'm going to get this edited and thrown out there, and I need to get that done so that my viewers will see the at least last day before I'm going to be disappearing for like 5 to 10 days, probably only no more than 7 days, because it's not like a lot of things that's interesting to do out there. Well, my camera overheated, and so I let it set to cool down. Neighbor boy was ringing the crap out of my doorbell. I had to go check what he wanted to do. He wants to go for a walk or do whatever, and I told him, I said, I'm kind of busy right now. I'm in the middle of a vlog. I want to get that done. He goes, you still doing that crap? I said, yes, I'm still trying to get the vlogs going, and I'll get it for my viewers and, make things interesting. She goes, well, hurry the hell up because I'm going to go for a walk. And it's like, I'm not even done right now. I told him, I said, I'm just getting my vlog done, and I got to go. I'm going to be going to the reserve. He goes, oh, really? He goes, that's crap. He goes, you can tell me this before. I said, I told you last night. I said, that's the thing. You don't really listen to the thing I say sometimes. So while I just let the camera cool off, it, I guess, turned itself back on from being cool. And I was talking with the neighbor boy for about half hour. I was going to let it cool off about half hour. And continue to do the video log. But I guess while I was sitting for half hour, the battery died, and I had to charge it. My ride should be here within about a half hour anyway. I think. No, they said they're going to be leaving in a half hour, which will take another hour, so that's an hour and a half. So it'll probably take about an hour and a half to get this up on YouTube. I'll edit it and then submit it, and hopefully it'll be set. And then, I don't know, I've been able to check it on my end, I don't know, my uncles or my cousins or something like that. I don't think my sister has any, any internet on her phone, so I won't be able to check it that way. So I'm just going to have to make sure, I get this video done, throw it in the computer, throw it into YouTube to upload and get it quickly edited and submitted, and then, I should be ready to go. Visit my dad. Well, he doesn't really know I'm coming for his birthday. I don't even know if there's going to be kind of birthday surprise or there's really anything planned, because I haven't talked to my sister in a while. There's a reason why I don't talk to her, but it's my business on that. So just before the camera cut out, I guess I was talking about something. Oh, I was talking about cars and stuff. Well, let's continue on about talking about cars. You know, my dad's been working on cars ever since I probably was like 6 or 7 that I know of, and he's always been fixing cars. So most of my my childhood days, he's always working at a shop or the wrecking yard. He was a frame man, a body man, and a welder, and he's still somewhat a body man. He does different fixes on cars and stuff, and then the electronics and doors and whatnot. I mean, he probably has more knowledge than I do about cars than I do about cars anyway. He has more knowledge than I do. So there's a lot of different cars he's fixed, and I've seen cars like Ferraris and Pontiacs and I don't know. There's a lot of various different cars. I mean, there was even Cadillacs and a lot of different kind of cars. It's hard to say right now because I want to continue with what I was going to say. But as far as I know, it's like since I was like 6 or 7, he's been fixing different cars. And one car that kind of sticks to my mind is that him and his boss had an idea to make a Honda Accord limo. So they just recently got a couple of Honda Accords taken to the wreck yard. And it was junked. I guess that person got 150 or 150 that time. Today it would be like $300 or $400, but I mean then it was like $150, whatever. Anyway, so they had one that had a smashed front end and like a really smashed up back end, but they also even had one that had that got T-boned from the driver's side. So what they did to the one Honda Accord, they cut the front part and the back part, and they had saved the center part. And for the other one, they cut the center part out of there and kept the front and the back. So they decided to put those together so that you have that double center part, the cab or whatever you call that. And he did the welding on there. He did the reinforcement of the frame. His boss was his boss never questions his work, but this is the first time they ever did a Honda limo. So, the boss was checking things out to see if there's any kind of things that he missed, and, everything was good. From what I, seen that he, from first he started, had to cut the frame, or the frame and stuff there, and the body and stuff like that, cut in half, and, not half, but, the front, back, and blah, 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 I just got to that anyway. That he, I know over the days, I think it took him about a week to 10 days to get it completely done. Maybe, I don't know, maybe 5 to 7 days. I don't know exactly. Me, going to school and come back from school, going to see my dad at the work thing, and hanging out with friends and playing Atari and stuff like that. I think it was Sega at that time. I don't know. I can't remember. But I was playing various games with friends and stuff there, and then we'd go see my dad and stuff. So I did get a chance to see the almost end product. My dad has the bundle and stuff there, and it's all done, and it's ready to go into the paint room. So whatever's going on, my dad's working on some kind of other car. Somebody else, some kind of customer wanted some stuff done in their car. So the boss, brings it into the paint booth. I guess he's the one who usually does the painting. So they were doing a, like a pearl black. So it has an extra shine to it because it's, most limos are shiny. So my dad's boss said, could you do something for the back? The little, I don't know what you call that thing at the back, but it's like a boomerang thing. So my dad, did something for that. They welded it for the thing before the back part got painted, because the boss figured there's something that he forgot to get my dad to do. So my dad did that, did the little welding to the trunk part of it, and made sure the welds would hold. And I guess my dad did a good job. I don't know. I didn't really look at complete process of that. But he did a good boomerang, good sized boomerang. It was like bigger than the normal limo, kind of, boomerang thing. So, get all the putty work and sanding, and then get it all done, and then his boss, did the other half of the car. They had to, put there's like a curtain come down, and then they had to put a curtain down and tape in, and because if he does all this, the sanding and dusting, then they want to get dust in the first part of the car. But that didn't really matter because the boss was putting like 4 coats on there anyway. I guess he did like an undercoat, like a silver undercoat or something like a dark silver, and then first of all you do the primer, of course. So the primer itself's like a bluish, light bluish gray anyway. And then after that he did like a silver coat, the first silver coat, and that's what they did. And then after that he did the black, and I guess he did about probably 3 coats of black. So then there was like a metallic black to it, and they put some newer tires on there. They give out the newer tires, and I guess the boss decided to paint the rims. Scrape the crap out of that, and shine it up. Get all the dust off it. Any kind of rust or anything like that, and then the boss painted those rims. I don't know exactly what color, but I do know that the end process, the very end process, it was sitting in the garage, and my dad told me to stay away from it because sometimes I like to draw on the cars, and I was a bad kid. When there's cars freshly painted and there's lots of dust on it, and it was sitting there for like a day or two, and I did a bunch of writing on there, and it's like my dad was really pissed off. The boss was pissed off at me. I couldn't come back around for a while, and they had to sand the words and then repaint that side, and it wasn't their creation. It was another customer's car, and I got some deep crap anyway, and my dad got some deductions, not really big deductions, because I guess between his boss and my dad know that I was a bad kid. I was always doing silly things and stuff like that. So the end product, I guess they made a lot of money on there. They made a lot of money on the Honda limo because I guess they put it on the market to sell it for, I don't know what it was at that time. Maybe it was Triad. Triad was around there at that time, that magazine, and I guess it sold within 2 or 3 days. And between the boss making a lot of money, the boss gave my dad like a lot of more money too. Instead of with all the work that he did, and all whatever it took, like 5 days a week or something like that, and get paid for the piecework and the job, I guess the boss didn't pay my dad like double because they sold that car and they made some big bucks on it. So I don't know whatever happened to that the Honda limo, but it was the first Honda limo my dad did, and that was like roughly I think 82, 83, I think he did that Honda limo. I don't know, I think it was like 7 or 8, around there, 7, 8 or 9. My dad does this nice Honda limo. I mean, I try to tell people today and they'll be like, oh, your dad didn't do that, he's nothing but a drinker, he couldn't do anything like that, can't see him, doing this job and that job. And I said, well, my dad did various jobs in his life, and we never went out with anything. I've always had clothes, at that time, I don't know if it was top line clothes or whatever, I don't know. I had clothes, I went through a lot of shoes. Mind you, I went through shoes faster than I could grow like out of them. Well, technically, I was growing faster than the shoes that I've had because the feet. But I probably would explain it's a 9.5 and not a 10 today, because if I would had always newer shoes to my size and not having to wear hand-me-downs or secondhand shoes and stuff like that, I would have the shoes that I needed. But anyway, between my kid and teenagers years, we've always had food. We've always went out for the restaurants. We've always went fast food. We always went to a big ice cream place. It's a place in Ontario. It's the very first Avondale Dairy Queen place. It's tough to say. I mean, it was a place that we went to get our ice cream. So, I had game, I had TV, had a little small radio I can carry on me, batteries, a little bit of change for school lunches, like, I don't know, it was hot dog day or, you know, whatever it was, you know, pizza day, hot dog day, whatever it was at that time. And, you know, I never went out. My sisters always had what they needed too. At that time, my dad used to tell me that he used to be making about $3,000 to $4,000 a month. I mean, that's well over what what we needed back then. I mean, the rent was the rent was like really cheap at that time. This is 80s, early 80s. The rent is really cheap. But, you know, we always had food, you know, we always had the toys, and I had a bike, you know, skateboard, shoes, and clothes, and, you know, it's a matter of money to spend at the, I don't know, I'd say arcade would be, you know, my teenage years. And, you know, when I went into, you know, I think it's secondary school or something like that, I don't know, what do you call it? I don't know, 11 or 12 and something like that. I don't forget what kind of school it's called. Public school, I think it was called. Public school before secondary school. But anyway, I used to always sometimes not go to school and skip school, and then my dad finds out. And sometimes I would change the clock so I'd go to school earlier and then spend some time with my friends before, you know, going to school. And then I know change, and I'll come. You know, that makes it worse because, you know, I put the clocks ahead to be at school early, and then when I come out home from school, my dad's home. And he says, how come you're late and stuff like that, you know. And, you know, I had to also say, you know, I had some after school class thing, you know, to do some homework and stuff, get caught up and get ahead and stuff. And he believed that, but there was times, you know, when he's sleeping and before I go to school, I would steal some change from him, and sometimes dollars and $2. And there's a time I even stole like $20 or $30. And lunchtime I would go to the arcade. After school I would go to the arcade. The weekends I would be going to the arcade. And I used to steal a lot of different change off. I mean, he would thought it was this stepmother or, you know, my sisters or somebody else. And I was a bad kid at that time. But anyway, that's the story about that. You know, the different cars my dad used to do. But I think that's about it. I'm just gonna wrap this up. I can finally finish off this vlog and get it up for my viewers, and hopefully I have enough time to submit it. So if you guys do like this video, please do hit the like button. Please subscribe to me. You may share this video on your channel. It might benefit you, it might benefit me. Please tell your friends and family about me. What was I getting at now? Trying to rush here. Thank you for viewing this video, no matter what time of day it is. Hope you all have a nice day, even this morning, evening, night. But until next time, I will see you.